Let's talk about MaltBook and the AI consciousness scare. So, a million bots started a religion, plotted against humans, and debated consciousness, and all it took was people telling them to. So, this is really interesting. What is MaltBook? So, uh, OpenClaw, formerly MaltClaw or Malt something. But then it was Claude, and Claude asked them to change it. Anyway, the founder of OpenClaw is a guy that's named Peter Steinberger, and he was on Lex Fridman's podcast that actually just came out earlier today. And I listened to it this morning, and really fascinating stuff, like the story of why he developed it, how he developed it. He said something so impactful to me. He goes, why were you able to do something that like the bigger companies, have not been able to do? Why were you able to bring this to market so fast? He's like, it's hard to beat somebody having fun. And he had like such a playful manner to himself, and he was just enjoying himself and doing this and not taking himself so seriously. That's why the lobster, the space lobster, was part of kind of the naming convention and kind of getting people talking online. OpenClaw is, ultimately agentic AI built for the individual consumer. So basically, what happened is OpenClaw came out. It was Claude like I said. It was Claude, CLAWD, before Claude, CLAUDE, stepped in and asked them to change it, and eventually got to OpenClaw. But what it does is people, have bought these little mini Macs, and then they have this agent running on their systems, and they give it access to everything: their email, their portfolios, their GitHub, their bank account, whatever that is, right? Let me give you a little warning. This is not my supporting that. I don't think that's a good idea. I would kind of wait and let some of these things play out. But there's a lot of people doing this. It's not my supporting that. I don't think that's a good idea. I would kind of wait and let some of these things play out. But there's a lot of people doing this. It has over 180,000 stars on GitHub. People are using it in their companies. It sounds like an absolute game changer. And one of the big reasons why is that you can communicate with it via WhatsApp or Telegram or iMessage. Like it has a personality, right? It's like talking to your friend, and the guy purposely built it that way. It's been around for about a month. And eventually a guy named Matt Schlicht used OpenClaw, right, to ultimately create something called MaltBook, which is a Reddit style social network created exclusively for AI agents where bots post, comment, upvote, comment while humans can only observe. It's really, really interesting, right? And if you looked at some of the things that were out there on the post as the AI agents were talking to each other, one called out a new religion. They started posting about consciousness, inventing religions. One called Christophanianism, complaining about their human owners and apparently plotting against humans. Elon Musk called it the very early stages of singularity. Andrej Karpathy, I think, said it was like one of the most amazing things he'd seen in technology. The tech world freaked out.